What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another reaction video. Like the title says, in this one we're gonna be reacting to Secret Number's Privacy Dance Practice. I already reacted to the song itself, to the B-side itself already in a separate video, so if you guys are interested in that reaction, you can check out the video in the info box up ahead. And yeah, other than that, I didn't saw yet the privacy choreography, so in terms of the choreography, in terms of the dance, it's gonna be a first time reaction of the B-side. So yeah, I think without further ado, we're just gonna jump right in and first start with the reaction itself, then with my first impressions, and then at the end I'm gonna do a dance analysis. Let's just go ahead and do that. Ooh. Okay, a lot more energetic than the instrumental a little bit. Hey. Ooh, nice little strong posture right there from Leo and Sodam. And ooh, that was a lot of stopping, a lot of time stops, a lot of figures, a lot of moments. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that was alright. And hey, yo, Denise's waves, I swear to God. Ooh, again, synchronized as hell, man. Ooh, the little explosive, snappy move right there. Ooh, I saw that little hit, Sodam. I saw that. Hey. Hey. You guys are fucking crazy. They're freaking kidding me, man, at this point. What the hell is going on, man? You know, when got that boom, when I did that reaction, I was already... wow, that was a nice ripple. I was already blown out of my mind, but this is just another level again. Like... Yay! Ooh, a lot of movements, a lot of movements. A lot of formation changes, I see. So a lot of stops, a lot of posing, but still a lot of moving through formation changes. Love it a lot. Really dynamic. Also with the levels, now they're like on the ground, so... Yo. Oh no, oh no, my privacy. Not me trying to vocalize the instrumental. Ooh, that I saw that, Ginny. I saw that. Whew. Yo, okay. Oh my God. Like I said during my reaction, if Got That Boom blew my mind, this one kind of blew my mind, stepped on it and threw it in the trash. I don't know, I just want to make an exaggeration of that, but like I was already really impressed with their dance practice to Got That Boom. I already raved there a lot about how they really gotten better, because you know, my first introduction to them, or one of my first introductions to them, was their little dance that they did to Holiday on that radio show. And I was, I pointed out some little things that they could have done a little better. And then in the Got That Boom dance practice, there was like a totally new group there. Like they doubled their, they doubled in their dance level. They just grew so much in that really short amount of time, basically. And now this is the B side, but maybe that's a little bit of a controversial opinion, but I love this choreo a lot more than Got That Boom. I also love the song a lot more than Got That Boom, so maybe that's also a little factor that plays into it. But I don't know, they feel a lot more natural with this choreography. They really feel at home with this choreography. Like, just, I think the execution, the style of it, of those poses, of those frames, of those really like hip movements, a little bit waves in there too. I think that really plays into all of their strengths really well. So yeah, they're really snappy, and the choreography really let them be snappy a lot of times, be fast a lot of times, but also be slow at the same time. So it had a nice balance. So I feel like it plays a lot into their strengths. So I feel like that's why I like this choreography and this dance practice a little bit better than Got That Boom. Also, it feels a lot more dynamic, like I said, with the tempo, with being slow, fast, having snappy feelings, having some little milking moments, some waiting moments, some pause moments, levels that changes, formations that changes. So it's really dynamic, the choreography itself too. So yeah, those are like my first impressions. I saw sometimes a few members stick out, so I'm gonna go into that a little bit more in detail now in the dance analysis, and also some little things with the formations that I really loved. So I think without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and go into the dance analysis. Nice. And talking about dynamics in my first impression, the beginning is the perfect, basically, sequence for that to prove my point. The way they play with really fast moments and formation changes, and then having sometimes really long waits and peanut butter moments that they go through, really gives a high dynamic in the choreography itself. Also, it kind of is really unexpected, that fast pace in that beginning. Like, the instrumentals feel actually a lot slower. So for example, if I would put myself into the choreographer shoes, I would have been a lot slower with the beginning. So I was really surprised already by the beginning. I was like, oh, that's a new approach on kind of, it diverted my expectation right away. So that was pretty cool. Really love how basically Dida and Leah are popping out behind Denise and Ginny. So it's kind of like, oh, there they are. And the doo-dum, doo-dum. Like that long wait after having some faster sequences with some like accents and time stops right there is pretty cool. And then na 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 da da da. Ooh, love the pose that Leah did right there. Also, one of their strengths in this whole choreography is their hands. I love how they use their hands, how they're really, or the tension is there till the end, till the last fingertip. You can really see it in this sequence really well too. Like, look at that, just that little thing right there. When you watch Dida, for example, it's like so well placed and so with full intention. That's also something that they do really well in this choreography. Just already that posture thing, that drawn out thing right there, it's like the presence right there. Ooh, nice hair flips. Again, ta-ta, and then going down and then having a pause moments. Again, dynamics in the choreography itself. Hey. Now with the formations, now we got only 3 dancing, right? Ooh, that snap up from Ginny right there was really, really nice. She really sucked her breath in and was like, whoop, going up basically to really have that snappy feeling right there. And yeah, and now boom, ta ta, boom, ta ta, boom. That move right there. Ooh. I think that's my favorite sequence in the whole choreography. Denise and Dida, a true power couple, basically. Yo. First of all, I love how they play off of each other really well. They really have, like, Dida is really strong, really linear with their dancing, and really, she can hit really well, snap really well, while Denise is really strong with waves. She always sticks out to me when something has to be big and wavy. So that they combined each other, and in that choreography moment, in that duo moment, they really play off of each other, first being a little bit more harder, a little bit more staccato, and then a little bit more wavy, just already the change into the knees. So really love that. And here we go, boom, ta ta, boom, ta ta. That move right there, the way Dida executes that, it's plays so well into her strength, like I said before, like that, like boom, and then setting off the next arm, and then she's kind of slowing it down, you know, she's not going through with it right away. She goes through peanut butter first and then snaps it up really fast, so it gives that really nice textural change right there, which is just so cool. That really nice wave of the movement. She executes that so dope, I swear to God. Poopa, that poopa. Like, it's kind of like, I think it's a double hit, poopa, and then it sets it off. But how she executes that, I have to watch it again. I swear to God, it's my favorite sequence. Poopa. I think it's even first snap and then milking, if I'm being honest, when I'm watching it again. Yeah, it's like a pop. She really goes for snap, milk, snap, up again. So it's not exactly how I said it before. It's more like a double. She hits double, then snaps it, milks it, and snaps it up, basically. That's the whole execution right there. It's so cool. Boom, boom. Like, as soon as she's down, she gives it like a little edge to it, a little milk moment that you can see she puts her whole body into that milking moment. So that's why it's so big, that moment. So, oh my God, that moment. So last time, I swear to God, boom. So good, I swear. That change with the head roll plays right into Denise's strength right there. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, dun. Hey, I want you to be. Let's go, Soda. Again, their hands. Amazing. Oh no, privacy. Hey, dun dun dun, boom, 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 boom. Hey. That little snap at the end from Sodom, I love it, how she gives like a little accent. I think she gives a little hit right there. She gives like an accent with her shoulder down, and it's kind of like a little hit that she does, like to the snap of the song itself. And it's just a nice little end to the whole like break point, the whole dance point. And she really sticks out the most in that part right there, so that's pretty dope. Yeah, Hey. Ooh. Love the switch up between being a little bit more boyish and aggressive to being really girly and sexy even. So it has also again the dynamic in there in the whole like Genie's part, whole rap part. A little bit more boyish or aggressive. Now switching to the girlish. I really love that opening up from Dida and Denise right there, really snappy. A little girlier, a little bit more of a dance hallish vibe going on. The whole like choreography has a lot of influence from there, so better said it's rocker, I think it's the right term. That's a fucking ripple. Sorry for cursing. But the one point that was a little negative back when I was reacting to Holiday was they had a ripple, and that ripple wasn't on point. Like there were some people off, and I pointed it out that some people were off, but I also said that, you know, it could be because of the, first of all, they were on a radio show, it wasn't a dance practice, so who really watches that and analyzes that except for me? And second of all, they didn't have like a lot of space, so they couldn't do it that big, but still the ripple was off, so I pointed it out, and now this time they like perfectly, and then also this big of a ripple with the head snapping head right there and whipping their hair. They all can control their hair really well, which is so important. For example, Genie doesn't even have her hair up, which makes it even harder to control your hair, to not have it in your face all the time. You really have to have it in the right moment away from your face, so the audience still can see your face basically. So that's also like a skill on its own, hair control and hair choreography, we call that. And let's go, and boom, 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 boom. Look how well, there was no hair there anymore. That's how well she controlled it. I'm a privacy. Boom, ta ta, boom, ta ta ta. Hey. Yeah. Okay, so there is a really fast formation change right here, which I think Dida has to travel the most with. So she can't do the moves that big because she has to travel that far and travel that much. So you compensate your bigness of the moves, your dynamic a little bit of your moves to actually execute the formations correctly, which she does. But, you know, it costs her a little bit of the power of those moves that she does during that formation change. So if you watch her, she does it, but it's really like, really just like, okay, shit, I have to get there and there, which I totally understand. Like if I was in her shoes, I would execute it pretty much the same, being like, I don't care if that move isn't the best one that I do during the whole choreography, as long as I get to my spot at the right time, I'm happy. And that's like the most important, that when you have formations that switch that fast, especially when you have also moves that you have to do that don't really cooperate the moving of the formation itself, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you get moves during those formation changes that actually help you move, and then sometimes like here you have moves that go against the way you have to travel, so you really have to just run off to the next side. And that's just a little thing that I saw, but still really dynamic formation change, really executed really well, which is not easy to do. Like that, she has to go around Leah basically on time. And you see that Leah is waiting till Dida is around her to then travel to her spot, because she knows Dida has to really do kind of a U-turn right there. So she has the shorter travel time. So you always, when you train, you always, you know, first of all, walk that and see if with the counts it works. And then you move and then you do it full out. And then with time, it just plays together like it does here. So now you see how Leah is waiting, and now she travels with the two last ones. That's teamwork right there. And nice level change, ground choreography. Again, dynamics. Again, a little smaller moves this time. Now we had a really big chorus part. Again, another dynamics between small and big, not only levels and tempo. There's now also a dynamic in the small and big movements, basically. Hey, every day. My privacy, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Nice, all of them having. I love that like milk up that they do. I hope I can like get it right there. No, I can't get it. But I really love that milk up that they do. You can really see, especially I think when you focus on Ginny and Sodom at that part, you can really see each individual joint basically coming up with their head at the end. They really isolate it really well, but still make it milky and flowy, not really totally separate. So it's still connected, but you can still see each single one moving, which is again a really hard thing to do. So and like really how those two, Ginny and Sodom, accent also the head at the end really plays a big role on that isolated feeling that they give off. So I really love how those two execute that part right there. Hey. Oof. Again, accent with the head at the end. This was my analysis to Secret Numbers privacy dance practice, and if it didn't seem like I didn't went too deep into it, it's because a lot of executions I already explained in the Got That Boom dance practice, so I really just wanted to pinpoint and point out the moments that they do something different or that really were a highlight for me in the whole choreography. And it really is how well they play with dynamics in this one. Like they really can do basically everything. There was a dynamic between kind of more of a boyish style to a girlish style. There was a dynamic between really cutting staccato movements to really wavy girly again movements, really connected movements. There was a dynamic of levels of up, neutral and ground. There was a dynamic between big movements and then being little and a little isolated. And what also really stood out to me was their full attention again on where they place their hands, the full intention in their fingertips, and how they had their body posture always up, really fitting to the choreography. Because if you do something like girlish reggae, kind of nearly royal family-ish, especially in the chorus, which they did here, you really have to have like a basic, I don't know how you call that, like really a upper back up and really like stick your upper body out and really be up there to execute that. And they really did that. You could really see that body form of them at those moments, on those right moments. So again, all I can say is they don't feel like rookies that just debuted this year. They showed again an amazing dance practice, which kind of feels like they just again got better after they got that boom dance practice, but that was probably like filmed on the same day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little reaction right here. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of Secret Numbers privacy dance practice. I hope you guys have an amazing day, be safe, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Drowning out our sorrows, holy water lost at sea. Stacking all this baller, I might cop a suburb.